Hey guys, John here. So the Tacoma got a new modification from WildTop. They're from down under, mate. In this video, we're gonna show you some of the features of this soft shell topper. I'm gonna go over some of the difficulties that I had while installing it. And at the end, I'll go over, is it worth getting a soft shell topper versus a hard shell one? Let's get into it. Man, the all black appearance is really looking good. So let's start with the features. So mine is black to maintain that whole kind of stealth blacked out look of my Tacoma. I also went with having windows everywhere on it, on the sides, on the back, and on the front. With the previous topper that I had from GFC, love that thing, but there were some blind spots on the side. And when I head checked to go out of my neighborhood, very, very hard. So I knew if I was gonna do another bed cap cover again, I would have to get windows on each side. Another thing too, is we got some bars up here. Now, the static weight that you can have on top of these bars is 770 pounds. Dynamic weight for if you're driving, if you're gonna put a light rooftop tent or something on it, 220 pounds. Now, this topper does come in various colors if you want to match your truck, and it is a kind of zipper setup, making it super lightweight. Leave your guesses in the comments as to how light it is. Under 45 pounds. Wild, very lightweight for this truck. It won't even notice that it's on there, and it won't impact your payload that bad. So I'll show you another feature with how these open up and they magnetically stay if you want to access your bed of your vehicle. But I will touch on something. This overhangs the paint just a little bit on the Tacoma. Now, I thought that would be concerning. However, at highway speeds at about 55 miles an hour, you guys can see right here in this video, this wasn't shaking around that much. In fact, the hood of this new 4th gen Tacoma shakes more than what I could see this shaking in the mirrors. But to open it up, basically all we do is just undo the zipper. They do provide grease for you too if you want to maintain your zipper's integrity and also allow it to go up and down a lot easier. But they come with a nice little bar that you could put in the middle of this. Basically, you just roll it up to the top, and then you see these little straps dangling right here, and all you have to do is just kind of find that magnet where it catches itself up top. Just make sure that you're on it, and then it holds itself up decently fine. You can access the inside of your bed, get whatever you need to get, and then when you're done, you just lower it down, zip it right back up. With having all these kind of windows here, the visibility out of it is pretty much stock. So when I head check with the truck, when I have to look back, and also my digital rear view mirror on this, I need to adjust it down just a little bit, the camera, but you could see out of this thing as if you didn't even have a topper on it, which that was one of my biggest gripes with my last topper, and a con for most, you know, fiberglass camper shells and all that stuff that don't have side windows, you know. So, I mean, if you are gonna get one, whether it's not a soft topper, maybe you wanna do fiberglass or an aluminum one like GFC or something like that, just make sure you try to get side panels that have windows. It is such a game changer to actually have windows to see out of, which is pretty nice. But we can go ahead and see inside of here. Those are BAM beds, which I'll touch on in a second, but it just clamps to the side rails. You have to build the whole kit yourself. It ships straight from Australia. So we will get into kind of a couple issues that I ran into while installing it. If you guys like Legos, you're gonna be golden. There are no real words on the instructions. Also with that, the only things that are labeled are the nuts and bolts themselves, which is fine. All the other material, it's pretty self-explanatory, but it would be nice if like these bars had their own label, these little guys had their own label, just to ensure that you're not like double checking, looking at something, looking back at it, looking at it, am I doing the right thing? There are some important notes that they do annotate on the instructions, but it's very, very picture-based. It took me maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours to put this whole thing together, and that was going very, very slow and getting also some behind-the-scenes footage for you guys. Now, a quick little hack on how to install these, because I did go by their instructions, which has you put the little metal plates in first, and then you try to put these little Allen heads into that, which is almost impossible. And I was thinking, how can I make this easier? So instead what I did is I just loosely attached these to the back, slid these in, put the top bolts in, and then cranked it all down. That was significantly easier than putting these little guide things in first and trying to like fish that in and hold that with your finger just so it would catch. So by doing that, it made it a lot easier. Aside from that, you know, just tightened everything down with a couple ucka-duckas and it was good to go. Oh, one more thing. These little cross braces right here, a con that I had to these was that you had to drill your own holes into them. Did not take that long. I know this is all universal based on whatever type of truck that they are selling. For manufacturing processes, it's a lot easier to space them out. Variety of trucks, I get it. But it just would have been nice if that extra kind of step was taken by WildTop just to pre-drill these. Again, not the biggest deal, but it was just one more step that I had to do. So now what the heck are these BAM beds and what could you do with something like this? Well, it's not gonna keep thieves out. I already saw those comments over on my Instagram. If pieces of crap thieves want your stuff, a soft topper is not the way to go. So if you're looking to protect stuff inside your vehicle, don't get a soft topper regardless of the brand. But let's say you're gonna want to camp inside your vehicle. I'm 5'11", so I would have to sleep a little diagonal with it. Got a nice Huff blanket right here from their recent Toyota collab that they did. Got my little TRD blanket to keep me nice and warm. But you could just use this as a kind of camping area, right? It's very lightweight, like I said again, 45 pounds or so. You could take it off when you don't need it, set it somewhere in your garage, keep it on for camping or just to keep things in here dry, and then just enjoy the bed of your truck a little bit, even though it's a tiny Tacoma and it's a tiny bed. So do I think that something like this is worth it? Well, yeah, they're pretty aggressively priced, honestly. I'll leave a link for them in the description for you guys. And aside from, you know, just kind of the instructions being not the easiest, but they were pretty good. I mean, I was able to do it myself in my garage. This thing is awesome so far. I've never thought that I would want to have a soft topper on a vehicle. I've tried inflated ones in the past, which were pretty cool. I had an actual aluminum one from GFC, which was very rad and very customizable. But this one is almost like a good little hybrid. You could still put stuff on top. You could see out of it in both areas. If you don't want it on the vehicle, super easy to take off. You just undo those little things on the factory rails of the Tacoma. Boom, just take it right off, store it somewhere. It's pretty sweet. So WildTop, I truly appreciate you guys sending this out for me to review for my audience to see if it's something that they would like. Again, guys, I will leave a link to the product in the description. This was also facilitated by Trail Tacoma and also our 4G Taco forum. So I'm gonna have more threads on this over there. If you guys enjoy reading, there will be an article over there on Trail Tacoma as well. So guys, I truly appreciate y'all watching and I will catch you in the next one. All right, see you later.